Hey guys, welcome to episode 4, and I have just completed, or not completed, I've started Fermentic Isles because I wanted to show some of the Ultimate Ironman out there an alternative money-making method, and it even applies to regular Ironman accounts, but an alternative money-making method to using lava dragons for profit or doing ecumenical keys, basically alternative methods to wilderness options because there's a lot of risk involved, especially if you're an ultimate account and you are going to risk your entire bank and life savings if you if you go those routes. So what I've done is completed Fermentic Isles quest, and if you go to Nay It's Not and you go directly north to this bridge up here, you can cross it, go to the northern side of it, and kill these ice trolls, which are pretty much being tanked for you, which is a nice thing about it. So these honor guards from Nay It's Not attack the ice trolls at all times as long as they're close enough. So sometimes you have to hit the ice trolls and bring them a little bit closer. But the good thing about this method is, one, I can train my mage here, and that enables me to stay away from using food. But two, they have some pretty decent drops for loot, and those are Granite Shield, Rune Warhammer, and Rune Kite Shield. Which in a fairly short amount of time, I got a few of those. So I just want to share this method. Hopefully it helps some people out and gives you an alternative to Slayer as well. So this quest was such a pain in the ass, mainly because I chose to do it at like 32 agility, but got it over with, fell somewhere around 30 times, took forever, but underground pass out of the way, one more step towards gloves.
I've never done this. Can I just melee him? Please don't kill me, little guy. Can I go through? I've never done a champion scroll. Oh, he's level 14. Why am I afraid? This is like the easiest. Wow. Okay. Well, this is what champion scrolls do or something. I don't know. I like this. It's a cool achievement, but I don't want to have it. He fucking teleports. But I don't want to have it in my inventory. Are you serious? That's all? That's so fucking What? What? This is a motherfucking... What? This is 1 in 5,000 drop chance for 160... What?
So I honestly think I have the worst luck of any Ironman at Lava Dragons. Because I haven't gotten any rune drops. Like, no rune kites, no rune axes, no rune larges, no rune meds. I've had one lava battle staff and some onyx bolt tips. And besides that, people only ever try to PK me. See? Alright, so we kind of got screwed today, guys. So the neutral damage changes went into effect today, where any neutral damage dealt means you can't get loot on your Ironman account. This is to fix people from abusing vengeance and recoils to get loot on their Ironman at like DKs and whatnot, which people were doing. But the NPCs that attack these trolls also deal neutral damage, so you don't get credit for killing the 10 that you need to kill. Fuck. Alright, so I know I'm jumping around between gripes on the Ironman and advice for your Ironman accounts, so I did want to show you something more that would be a little bit helpful to you possibly. And this is something that a lot of people asked me while I was doing Monkey Madness, or after I did Monkey Madness, when I was doing the MM portion of RFD, which is what I'm doing right now. And I wanted to show you, since I didn't record it at the time, how to get the Monkey Guard bones. Because most Ironmen that had this issue were saying, look, we're not high enough combat to kill the Monkey Guard before they heal, so I just can't do it. So some were trying to get their friends to help kill the Monkey Guard, and that wasn't working, obviously, because you don't get loot in that case if they attack it. What you can do is come upstairs through the route that I just came in and stand in this doorway and mage the Monkey Guard through it. He'll get trapped on the western side of the door, and you can just stand one step next to the bamboo ladder on the north or south side of it, and you can just mage him, and he will never heal. So it's a very, very simple way to get the Monkey Guard bones for this quest. I'd suggest getting the zombie bones in the tunnel when you're going to Zanuck the last time. Don't come here for it, because there are zombie monkeys all throughout the tunnel, and obviously the ninja monkey's just upstairs somewhere on the second floor of the Abatol area, the city. You can find them. But yeah, so all we need to do, I put together 3 stuffed snakes to hopefully not burn this. I only brought 1 Chef's Delight, which I probably should have brought multiple, but all I'm going to do right now is relog and then drink the Chef's Delight, because if I relog, or what I did was quick hop worlds, it resets the 1 minute timer. Good. cooked it no problem. But as I was saying, it resets the 1 minute timer. So with your potion timer, you have a 1 minute ticking clock from the moment that you log in, and every 1 minute your potions will go down one. If you relog or switch worlds or whatever with Quick Hop, that timer is reset because you've just logged in again. So you guarantee yourself that the boost is not going to immediately drop, because if that boost is at 59 seconds on that rolling timer, when you drink the Chef's Delight, it'll boost me up to 70, and then once it hits that 60-second mark, it'll go back down to 69 and drop immediately. And I actually had some Ironman in my CC that were having a problem with that. So good news is we got the stuff snake out of the way for our, what does this put us on, dragon gloves? Dragon gloves, I think. I don't remember. We'll see when I leave here. But anyways, while I'm here, this is the last time that I'm going to have Grigris, and because I'm going to drop them just for inventory spaces. So I did alch my stuff just now just so I can buy the dragon scimitar that I'm going to use until I get a whip. Granted that I don't die sometime and have to come back and buy one, because the moment I drop these Grigris, I can't come back and get a dragon sim here. I'd either have to go kill Scorpia in the wilderness and hope for a drop, a D-sim drop there, or I'd have to make the Grigri again, which is about an hour-long process, give or take, on an Ultimate Ironman. Obviously, you can do it a lot quicker, but it's annoying to, you have to come back, you have to get the Imspeak amulet again before you can get the Grigri, the uncharged Grigri, and you have to bring the bones to Zanuck, and you have to run through the tunnel again, make that come back here, and then you can buy another D-Sim. So hopefully we don't lose this one, but I do have to sacrifice the armor, alch that, and pay for the D-Sim. But yeah, good progress so far, guys, good progress. Alright, so this portion is the last sub-quest that I had to do. I couldn't remember if I had done the Lumbridge Guide one or not, but obviously did. And that makes it to where all we have to finish up for the RFD grind is 175 quest points. Unfortunately, what that also means is to complete RFD, I'm going to have to do Desert Treasure. And the bad thing about Desert Treasure is I'm going to need to somehow get a hold of 12 mage logs. Now, when I did this on Iron Faux, I actually grinded up to 70 woodcutting, did a +5 spicy stew boost, which is what I'm practically known for in that damn account because I've done it so many times, and I cut 12 magic logs. On this account, I think I'm going to take a different approach. I think I'm actually going to train up to 65 hunter to get the mage logs. It's actually 58 to catch nature implings, which give mage logs. But if I'm going to be catching nature implings, I probably want to catch magpies along the way and maybe try to make a little bit of profit. And since I'm going to get hunter up in the long run anyways for range training, what's the harm in doing 65 hunter anyways? That also gets me a very close to a spottier cape. I'm actually going to need 69 to get spottier cape because you need 69 to get the hides, even though you only need 66 to make the spottier cape. But since I'm going to have to get it up for that anyways eventually, I might as well get 65 and be able to catch magpies. Just, in the off chance that I get some profitable loot from those while I'm catching natures. If I don't, oh well, not a big deal. But I guess what I'm going to do now is grind out some hunter. Alright, so this is something that you guys missed out on because I wasn't recording at the time, but I did die while I was doing ecumenical keys last night. And it was solely because I forgot to bring a Zami item. I forgot that I dropped my Zami book before I went back, or my Zami robe bottom was what I was using. So I went in the dungeon and got past the Aviancies, no problem, and then got absolutely screwed by every piece of Zami NPC there. So I lost my Graceful Hood, and I lost my Drummond Staff. So what I'm working on right now is just getting a Drummond Staff back, and I just wanted to show you guys a way that you can do it without risking your items. So obviously, I've shown something similar like this once before, but instead of dying down here, since you can't bring items onto Intrana anymore in your loot bag, what I did was I went to Karamja through the charter ships, and I went to the fight pit area, the Tazar area, got KO'd there, and then simply ran to Intrana. I'm going to get my bronze axe, go cut the limb so I can make a new Drummond Staff, and then use a minigame teleport to get back to the fight pits. That way I get there immediately, and I don't have to do any running in between, and it makes it very simple to get all of your items back very quickly. Just because it's somewhere that has high-level monsters that can KO you quickly, and then you can run back and pick up your shit quickly through a close teleport that doesn't require any runes because you just died and you can't have runes on you. Luckily, we didn't die while doing this because I was very, very close to getting KO'd by the zombies. But yeah, so just wanted to share this with you in case you were interested in a quick dying method to free the items from your loot bag or get on Intrana. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. I'm happy. So I finally get to buy my first Void piece. Obviously, I'm getting the Void Top first, and that's what I recommend that you do on your Ironman account if you're going to get Void, because the Void Top by far has the highest defensive bonuses. And just so you know, Void Top, Void Bottom are better defensively than Black Dragonhide for mage defense. Maybe range defense and melee defense, I'm not really sure, but mage defense is what I'm worried about here, because this is what I'm going to use on Slayer tasks that they require a magic defensive bonus. So things like Pyrofiends and things like Infernal Mages, if I don't want to pray flick those. Things like Bloodvelds. Those are mage defensive bonus melee attacks. Or magic-based melee attacks. So you need high mage defense for it. So Void is going to be my ticket to that. Obviously, I want to get Void anyways, because once I get up to 72 Slayer in this account, I want to camp Wyverns, because I want to get a Visage, and that's how I want to do so. So Void is going to be valuable for me, and I will be working on ranged Void. So we're going to go ahead and buy some Green Dragon Chaps, and I'm going to get onto my Pyrofiend task. So I did want to share this with you guys, because it's not something that happens very often to anyone. So I've already gotten a champion scroll from an imp on this account, and 1 in 5,000 drop chance, for any champion scroll. I just got another one this time from a hill giant. Thought it was kind of funny. I thought you guys might want to see it. So I don't know who this random book guy is. He just showed up and noticed me, so he stuck around until I got 60 attack, which I forgot to record, but I did just get 60 attack. I could wear my D-Sim, and I can now get rid of my Rune Longsword. So I guess that's a good step in the right direction for the account progress. So this is by no means a secret method. I'm pretty sure this is a very, very commonly known method and accepted method for one of the best crafting routes that we can go on Ultimate Ironman accounts. Obviously, if you're doing a regular Ironman account, just as some advice for crafting, you do want to buy your soda ash and your buckets of sand at the charter ships that are in Port Khazard, because that's the closest bank deposit box. It's actually faster than Catherby. I see a lot of people saying that they prefer doing it at Catherby because the bank's right there. But use the bank deposit box at Port Khazard when you're banking soda ash and buckets of sand for crafting supplies. And if you're an Ultimate Ironman account, obviously we can't use our bank, so what you need to do is come to Port Phasmatis and use the charter ships here. Here you buy the buckets of sand, you buy the soda ash, and you walk to the furnace, make it, and you blow it into the best thing that you can on the way back. You don't have to stick with orbs like a regular Ironman account would, because a regular Ironman would be making battle staves preferably for profit and a very, very decent crafting method. But for Ultimate Ironman account, once you can make Bullseye Lantern lenses, you want to do so just because it's a little bit more experienced than the orbs. So make sure you're not limiting yourself there. And then instead of dropping your buckets and dropping the orbs or whatever you end up making, sell it back to the charter ship, because it does act as a general store, so you can sell any items to it. And that just gets it out of your inventory very quick. I want to say this method for Ultimate Ironman is about 18k experience an hour. I'm not entirely certain. I didn't too intently look at my experience rates that I was getting, but it is a pretty solid method, and something that you guys should be doing if you're going to be training craft. So I do have to apologize. I didn't record any of the Hunter levels along the way, because Hunter is a goddamn boring skill to train. But I have made it to 63 Hunter, and I'm just going to knock out a couple more levels at Red Chins, up to level 65, so I can catch Magpie Implings while I'm catching my Nature Implings to get 12 Magic Logs for Desert Treasure. And as I said earlier, that's going to be the route that I do to get the Mage Logs instead of doing 70 woodcutting, even though I should probably do 71 woodcut anyways, because that is a quest requirement, but I'll get that sometime in the future. I just didn't want to be bothered with wood cutting for now, and I figured it was a good idea to get my hunter up for various reasons. Mainly the weight reduction cloaks is a pretty big piece of it, but that's gonna wrap it up for episode 4, guys. I hope you enjoyed, and if you could, let me know in the chat or in the comments below. Not the chat. This is not Twitch. Let me know in the comments below if you find the tips that I give helpful. If not, I can kind of change the direction of the videos, but I do think that a lot of these things do help out some of the Ironmen out there that just don't know foreshore methods to train. So I'll see you guys next time.